Hello and welcome to the English Story Nook. We are so glad to have you with us today. Let's begin another wonderful learning adventure together. Today, we're diving into a story about a woman who feels that her life is not yet the final version. It explores the feeling of being safe, but not truly happy, and the idea that sometimes you need to make a change to start living your real story. It's all about finding the courage to turn the page and begin a new chapter. Before we dive in, if you enjoy our stories and want to support what we do, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and consider buying us a coffee on Ko-fi. There's a link in the description below. Every like, subscription, and small contribution helps us keep creating great content for English learners like you. And now to the story. My 20s were a draft. Eman Kamal sat at her desk. She worked for a big company called Quenya Tech Solutions. Every day was the same. She answered emails, she went to meetings, and she drank coffee from the same cup. Outside her window, the big city was busy. But Eman felt very still. She felt like she was not moving at all. Her life was safe, but she was not happy. She felt that this life was just a first try, like a draft for a better story. One afternoon, an email arrived. It was an invitation to a party for her old job. She worked there 10 years ago, in her 20s. She remembered that time. She had big dreams. She wanted to travel, learn to paint, and live near the sea. Looking at her life now, she felt very unfulfilled. Her dreams were like old clothes in a box. She never used them. This life was not the final version. It was only a draft. That evening, Eman looked at old photos on her phone. She saw a picture of a beautiful beach town. She always wanted to go there. Why didn't I go? She asked herself. The feeling of being unfulfilled was strong. She wanted to change things. She did not want to live in a draft forever. She wanted to write her real story. The next day, Eman made a spontaneous decision. She did not plan it. During her lunch break, she opened a travel website. She looked at the beach town from her photo. Her heart beat fast. She bought a train ticket for the weekend. It was a crazy, spontaneous idea, but it felt right. For the first time in a long time, she felt excited. When Eman arrived in the small town, she could smell the sea. The air was fresh and clean. It was very different from the city. She walked on the sand and watched the waves. She felt calm. She did not feel unfulfilled here. This place was real, not a plan or a dream. This was not a draft. This was life. She spent the weekend walking, reading, and thinking. She made another spontaneous choice and went into a small art shop. She bought a small notebook and some colored pencils. On her last evening, she sat on the beach and watched the sun go down. The sky was full of beautiful colors. She opened her new notebook and started to write. She wrote about her feelings. She wrote about her dreams, the old ones and some new ones. Eman returned to the city on Sunday night. She felt different. The city was the same. Her apartment was the same, but she was not the same. Her weekend trip was spontaneous, but it changed something inside her. On Monday, she went back to work at Quenya Tech Solutions. But now, she had a plan. After work, she was going to her first painting class. Her 20s were a practice run. They were a draft. Now, she was ready to start living the real story. That's the end of our story for today. It makes you think, doesn't it? Have you ever had a dream you wanted to pursue, like painting or traveling? We would love to hear about it in the comments section. Sharing your story is wonderful practice. And remember to check the description box below for some extra materials to help you continue your practice. Thank you for joining us at the English Story Nook. Keep practicing, stay curious, and we look forward to seeing you in our next story. Happy learning and goodbye for now.